Today we're playing Strange Horticulture, a puzzle game where we run a shop with plants and have to solve puzzles in relation to that. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Racing to the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear: the rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. We can shift to zoom in. I found it! An expert on the exclusive wandering boo. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest, Simone. P.S. Give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ears for me, because there is a little kitty. Hello, aren't you nice? Black kitty, yeah, he's purring. You can hear it among the rain. Okay, we have the will to explore. Apparently we have neither the time nor the inclination to explore. We can inspect our plants here, and we have a rising dread. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold, okay? Some things are happening. We have shelves full of plants that we have to take care of, and we have a watering can so we can water everything. Not sure if there's like watering schedule and we can overwater our plants or something. We're gonna be in trouble because I've overwatered everything. There's a little note with a flower of some sort. Well. So what are we gonna be doing in this place other than petting the cat and overwatering plants? Yeah, so I can put something in the microscope, and it's like, oh, it smells strong and sour milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Okay, that just lets us read something about the plant. Okay, right clicking is quick inspect, and then we press this bell, and we have Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your days surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispering voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me. But nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. And she wants to receive St. John's poppy. Okay. So we have items we can use. Well, we have Strange Book of Plants. Okay, so this lets us identify plants. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. Okay, don't poison ourselves is the advice here. So she wants the St. John's poppy. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Okay, and then we have labels we can use, I assume, to do things. So we can put this letter away. There's another letter in here. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Black Barrow. Keep it secret. Okay. We have an archive. I guess if we want to get rid of things. We also have this thing. Some symbols. I assume we can use it. And that's the magnifying glass here. That's just shift. Oh, okay. We took the map. And now we have a will to explore. So we're here in Undermere. It said Ambleside, go to the library to talk to some person about some plan. Okay, well, clearly there's things to do, things to see, but to the task at hand, we need to find this flower. So bright red with yellow center is the St. John's poppy, like this. Yeah, the flowers are red with sweet scent. It doesn't really say anything about the scent, but the color and everything matches here. So, is this what you want? Okay, we've identified the St. John's poppy, and the reward is a book entry for clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Okay, so that's going into our encyclopedia, and we can... How do we put the tag? Okay, so this is St. John's poppy. Okay, and we can pick colors. Okay, that's that. I guess next customer, please. David Schaefer. Good morning. Lolly awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Okay, thanks. He doesn't want any plants, he's just got letters. Gosford is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I have come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is a beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, who is that person? They're telling us about some flower. I assume we'll need that for later, but yes, I have no idea who they are. Anyone else wanted to come get anything? Gilbert Ames. Something got those switches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through Back Barrow. I never did trust that Sisterhood. I'm here now, and I bought Kenneth from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Okay, he wants a lemon dandy. Do we have the description for it? Yes. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Okay, so curled leaves looks like lemon rind. Is it this? The smell is faintly off-putting but not overpowering. Okay, well, it doesn't really link to any description here. Oh, but I guess this picture is of the top of the things, but the curled leaves are... This is the curled leaves that are supposed to be lemon, right? As if you peeled the lemon and got that stuff, so that's not what the picture is of. Because yeah, I don't think anything else here matches better. Is this what you want, my man? I guess yes. Lemon dandy. We've got a plant as a reward. Yes, but we don't know what it is. Oh no, he said what it was. Ah, what did you say? Is there a way for me to see what he was saying? Anyway, this one, we can label it as lemon dandy. Not sure there is like a, read previous conversation, because yeah, he said what that new plant he brought was, but I didn't write that down. Okay, well, next customer please. Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Okay, she wants forest comfrey to help her sleep. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The comfrey produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. Like this, like a kind of hyacinth plant. It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, the leaves are waxy. Yeah, but yes, strong-smelling bulb. Yeah, so I think that's it. That what the plant you want? Yes, the forest comfrey. And we get an entry for Butterdale. Okay, well, make sure to label this. Okay, we're learning what our plants are, so that we can use this information later. Nora Butterfield. Call any wandering view. It always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the view, if you've got it. Okay, yes, I don't have an entry for Wandering View in my plant book yet. Simone mentioned something about it in her note. I should visit the library on her side. Yes, that's what she did. She did say. She said she had something about it. And come to the library and I'll tell you about it. Okay, but what happens? Do we just leave in the middle of this conversation to go find the plant? So we have bias now. Okay, so for some reason, the face with psychic is important character because she actually has a card. So for her we do have a chat log, but for that random guy that brought us the other plant we don't. Well, so do we now go to the library while this woman's waiting? Okay, Ambleside. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. Okay, we get 2 book entries for Gilded Dendra and Wandering View. Okay, so Wandering View is what we want. Okay, so yeah, we just took a little trip to the different town while she's just waiting here. Wandering View, so called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Fingersbane. Okay, so it's a fungus. Okay, this one is like soured milk. This one, not as spongy as most mushroom. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the cups. Yeah, so this description says, yeah, the gills are hard and sharp. And this says, yeah, undersides are somewhat sharp. So this is the plant she wants. Wandering View. And we get the description for Lady of Summer. Okay, the day has ended. We need to label this. But I guess this gives us a picture of like what kind of game it is, where we have to match items, we have to descriptions and figure out what is what and what people want. I assume over time it will get more and more complicated. It's not going to be as direct of like, I want this thing. We have a will to explore because it's an end day, but does that mean we could still go somewhere exploring? So it says we've done this, which means we can put it in the archive, but we have a couple more notes. So yeah, there's a dangerous plant that grows in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. And there's this guy talking about, okay, so he was in Gosford, was beaten up, he was in the woods south of town with a group of travelers. And then on the northwest corner of those woods, there was a flower. So can we just go anywhere we want to? There's Backbarrow, and there's Gosford, so there's the forest. So if we say dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. So here, northeast of Backbarrow, okay, northeast. So here in Whitbarrow, or is it those hills? Because I mean that's northeast because Backbarrow is actually here. So here, can we travel? Can we write anything on this map? No, the day has ended, we're not allowed to go anywhere. Oh. We can press things here and it lets us change the symbol, so we have to enter some sort of secret code on this table to unlock something. Well, one of the cards we had has this symbol on it, so I assume it will be something related to that. Okay, I have to press on the wheel to explore to get the map where I go somewhere, not on the map that's in my desk. So yeah, if I go to those hills, what will happen? The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a grey morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over. A cloak of one unwelcome shade. Okay, we found a plant. Okay, we don't know what this plant is, but we know it's dangerous. So I can just say dangerous here, even though I don't know what it is, but at least it has the label to say that. Okay, by water. I'm not sure if you can overwater the plants, but yeah, you get will to explore just slowly from watering, and sometimes you get a boost. You're just there looking at those plants, being like, you know what? I really wish I could go outside and look at more plants. Yep. Just keep on watering. So now I have will to explore. So the other place is, yeah, It said, yeah, Gosford. Yes, so woods on south of town, so here. And then, I know the northeast corner of the woods, so this one. The woods has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Yes, collect this plant. I've got this. By the way, we don't know what it is. We just got the hint that there's a plant, and we got to get them. Okay, so I guess, yeah, we served all the customers and we've done all the exploring we could do from the notes we had. In theory, we can keep watering to earn more where to explore, but we don't have any more clues as to where we want to go, and I assume just wildly going from place to place and trying to find things is not the way to do anything in this game. Okay, well, I guess we end the day, see what awaits us next time. It's an interesting day because we've basically managed to serve the people, ran to like 3 different places on the map, and returned home. Ooh. Row H, the third river. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book took away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside library. Okay, do I need to be keeping track of this? Will the game record it for me? I don't know. Okay, so we get this card, and then we go on to the next day. Day 2, Saturday. Oh, okay, we get this card. It comes with us. Yeah, that's a clue. Okay, so if I were to look at the map now and look row H, the third river, right? That's what it says. So we go to H and it's 1, 2, third river in this. I assume the picture is not an exact match to the square we're gonna be looking at, or is it like the third river and then find the thing? But because this would be more like in the towards the where the river ends. But yeah, well, let's see if we go to this third river and do something. Oh, solve your first blue card. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. We got a plan. Yeah, it joins our collection. So yeah, I guess on top of solving all of the things about serving customers, we also solved the clues about where to find those plants. Just water it. It's not raining today. We don't know what this is, but I can say like, you know, I found it on a dead deer. Maybe it will be a clue later that it grows on corpses or something. Just like you can move the plants around, so I can have them organized in some way if I want, like put the known plants together and like move everything closer for now, so I don't have to scroll as much. Okay, so here are my known plants. And the rest is like, okay, here's some dangerous thing, but who knows about it. And then that should make it easier to browse and water. Yeah, we already had full will to explore, so we don't need more, and we don't have any exploration clues right now to do anything with. So I guess let's get a customer. Isidore Burbidge. Bring me a sample of Apis demysis. And be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. How dare you, sir? Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. How dare you? Seriously. So we don't know what plant he wants the common name, but we know the Latin name, Apis demysis. Okay, well, we can check our book and see, just go through, see if there is a name. There we go. Gandhi root Apis demysis, a plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. I mean, you're hating on our cats, so you know. I'm about to tell you the wrong things if you're gonna be like this. So it has rough leaves and the flowers are kind of like down. Could be this. Smells pleasant, nothing about the leaves. What about this? The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Okay, so that's potential because the petals are soft, but the fingers hurt because the leaves, maybe? Yeah, the leaves are an irritant, so the petals are safe. Could maybe be this. Yeah, the leaves are coarse to the touch, so that could be it as well, because the flowers sort of match the shape of this picture and the leaves are coarse, so that's a potential. Okay, I think between those two, I think the yellow one is more likely. It has coarse leaves and like the flower shape matches better than the other one. So is this what you wanted, sir? Yes. And we get the entry for Migdew, but what we want to do is label this one. This is Gandhi fruit. Okay, so we can move it with our other identified plants. Actually, maybe I could reorganize, because eventually, right, we want most of our things to be identified. So we can keep the identified plants at the bottom, and because that collection should be getting larger and larger, right? And the top is for, things we are waiting to identify. Okay, next customer, please. David Schaefer, the postman, right? Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshade today. Here's your mail. Okay, thank you. What is this new clues from exploration? There's an old slate mine at the Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, that's the guy who got beaten up before. Okay, so we've got Will to explore. So what is he telling us? Hard Knot. There is a mine there. Where is Hard Knot? There. Okay, that's a mountain in the town. So I assume if we just go to the mountain, that will be enough. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it might be, but it won't budge. Locked. Oh, we have to bring the clavilium to here because it will unlock the gate, but I don't have it, right? It's like heart-shaped leaves. Let me get the book, yeah. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, lock can be unlock any lock, heart-shaped leaves. But yeah, I don't think that's it. Yeah, waxy leaves. No. Actually, do you have heart-shaped leaves? The flowers I've made up of many smaller blue flowers, they smell pleasant. Yeah, but are those heart-shaped leaves? Does that work? Yes, okay. So yeah, sometimes it's just a piece of the plant and you have to actually figure out that, there might be flowers that are not included in the picture. And we got a description of Aguria. Okay, so this one, we can label it as Clavilium and put it on this shelf, identified, and we get 3 separate plants from this, or 3 different shrooms for our collection. Nice. Okay, they put them here, but I don't want them here. Okay, I can organize this differently because now we've got enough for a shroom shelf, basically. Is this a fungus as well? I guess it kind of looks like a fungus to me. We can pet our cat. That's important. Let's not forget. He's purring. And yeah, next customer, please. Ruben Ward. I'm headed to Greasedale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you may have some fox pattern that would help me win them over. Do we know about fox pattern? We do. An offering of fox pattern is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Okay. Could be this. Yeah, blue flowers, stiff leaves. That's a potential. Because they're thick, so could be stiff. Could be this. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Okay. Could be this. It smells of nothing that I can detect. Okay, that's our 3 potentials for what the plants can be with the leaves, right? So this one has stiff leaves, which is like, closer to, it says thick, shiny leaves. So thick leaves could be stiff. Well, the picture, like the leaves are rounder. This one has like more pointed leaves and this one has rounded. I know they say like the description is more important than the picture, but I don't know. Like just because they're stiff doesn't mean they're thick and shiny. I mean, that doesn't look very shiny to me either, but neither does this. Okay, well, I think it's this one, but let's try and see. Yeah, okay. This is the fox button. And we get a description for Brimlock. Okay, let's label this. Okay, we can put them away, the ones that wasn't it. And let's get our next customer, Victoria Gray. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's Poppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. She wants a harlequin blue. We do know of it. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus which assist in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. Okay, that's how she's planning to scare them. So, bushy blue flowers. Somewhere here could be this. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. I mean, they are bushy and blue, that's for sure. And none of this other stuff seems close to it, so I guess this will be it. Yep. Harlequin blue, we get an entry for Shimmerlang. Okay, let's get this labeled and placed with our other identified plants. Next customer, please. Bethany Coleman. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. My Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Okay, so they want me to come investigate? Or something, do something. Okay, so she also has the character info. Should probably read them a bit. But yes, we have Mary's Breath. Mary's Breath. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's Breath. It used to be grown in the royal garden so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidence, but the practice fell out of favor. Okay, so large waxy leaves. Are those leaves waxy? Smooth waxy leaves. That seems like a direct clue that this is it. Nope. Oh, that wasn't Mary's Breath. I must be better prepared next time. And that made the rising dread rise. Okay, I feel that was a trap, because obviously it's like, oh, smooth waxy leaves. But no such thing. Okay, those vein leaves have a waxy finish, so this is waxy leaves as well. Okay, well, is this the plant then? Yes, okay. Mary's Breath. I've been tricked. Okay, well, now we know. We've got a letter, possibly another clue. Oh no, it's so we can cross. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Trover. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Ardrina. Okay, so they want us to go there. Well, we've got will to explore. So, Grisdale Forest, this one. A mile from the lakeshore, this Lake Undermere. Across from Trover. So here, please help us. So here. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table draped in silk is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asked my escort. I set to work. We have to identify wren, which is, I assume, what was used to poison hair. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it's said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. Okay, so no flowers, just leaves. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Okay, unpleasant to those who have known death. We have known death then, because yeah, everything here has flowers. This is different. Yeah, this is like berries. So I think this is it. I think this is the wren, and that's why it scratches the back of our throat is unpleasant to us, because we know death. Yes, we identified wren. We get a new entry. We want to label the wren before we forget. And I extract a small sample of Arda's blood and introduced it to the wren, and my suspicions unconfirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. New plants added to the collection. This is just the new plants arrive on the shelf I'm using for my identified plants, so they get all mixed in. Okay, we have solved this, so we can put it away. And who's next? Isidore Burbidge. I am this close to reporting you half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. I need to think carefully about which plant to use here. My action could have consequence. Okay, this is the guy that was like, oh yeah, give me something specific, right? Yeah, he's a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. Yeah, so he's the guy that didn't like our cat, and he wanted the Apis de Missus. Why did he want the Apis de Missus? Oh, for digestive trouble. So now we can give him Butterdale, which is... Okay, so Butterdale is a cure for skin rash, because he had that plant that like only petals are good but leaves will give you irritated, and obviously he's just too impatient to read instructions, so he probably did this to himself. Or we can give him the Mictu, the beautiful flowers made out of many small florets. Make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it's difficult to care for. It might be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Okay, so we can basically help him, or we can make it worse. And like the bio for him basically tries to be like, yeah, that guy, you know, no one likes him, so you could mess with him some more. Should we mess with him? Should we see what the consequences are gonna be? I mean, he did basically insult our cat, right? So I think there's only one thing to do. Okay, so it has lots of flowers. This Mictu, yeah, small leaves, delicate flowers. This is the dangerous plant, but this is red fruit long leaves, so it's not small flowers. Okay, so I think this is the only one we have for possible to be Mictu, and we will make him worse with that. We're making a choice to screw with this guy. And we identified Mictu. We get description for Storian. Okay, there we go. We have will to explore, but we don't have any clues, so I'm not sure if there is any reason to like try to go anywhere now. Like if we went to go to the library, would that give us any additional clues? Or like to Back Barrow. Approaching Back Barrow, an industrial row emanates from the ironworks and cotton mill. The blast furnace has a limitless appetite for coal, which is delivered almost daily via the steam railway. I pity the dusty workers of this once peaceful place. I suspect there will be few useful botanical discoveries to be made here. Okay. Yeah, so just going places like we can see what they are, but it's not useful without knowing what we're doing. But yeah, it costs us the will to explore, but it's fairly easy to build it back up, because all we need to do is just water the plants until they pop some extra will, and it doesn't seem to affect them negatively to just keep watering. I assume it's just that they don't drop the bonus will if we're doing this consistently. There we go. We're back at having will to explore, but nowhere to go. We don't have any clues right now, which means we can end the day. Oh, the cat got scared. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we get another card. It's north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Cracks. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Well, I know the card is gonna be added as a clue and we can use it, but I want to save the text because it seems to be making up a story. And we go into day 3, Sunday. And I assume we can immediately go and find whatever this is, because we've got the will to explore. So, north of Hawkshead. Where is Hawkshead? Here. So north. East of Lowick. Where is Lowick? Well, there's Crinkle Crags, which is south of Crinkle Crags. So basically in this line. But that would imply that Lowick has to be somewhere here. Or I guess it could be further off and then that narrows it down. So east of Lowick and west of Rustland. There is Rustland here, so this way. Oh, and there is the Lowick here. Okay, so it's it's in 17 and E17 is what we're looking for. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Back at the eyes, fixated on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face. But only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and I'm surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. 2 new plants. There we go. Let's put them on the shelves here for later identification. Hello, kitty. Yeah, you're doing okay today. And let's see who we have here today. Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of what's it? Something or other. I'm no green-eyed reader, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. Okay, Lady of Summer. The leaves curl around delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature makes this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. So curly leaves and like this kind of droopy flowers. So could be this. A sweet smelling dark flower. Okay, it has 1 flower. Anything else? Not much droopy flower. Like there are those kind of shapes, but no curly leaves on those. So I guess that's the Lady of Summer. We get a page for Fennec, and we can label this one to our collection. Next, please. Or the mailman. Hello. They're saying the Arda has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that Sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. What are mail today? The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Okay, so he's like, you can explore Great Gable, but you need to take something with you that will keep you warm. So we have to read about what will keep us warm and see if we can do this challenge yet. Okay, so we have Primlock. So suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a drop made with using leaves from the Brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Is this it? Because this said smooth waxy leaves, and obviously it's not cold here, so we cannot have flowers at this time, right? So what we have to do is go exploring in the Great Gable and bring that plant with us. So here. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain, unless I can brimlock my way out of it. Yes, this is brimlock. So we get a book entry for Sunset Mount Trap. I push on, no longer feeling the cold. I am presently rewarded. And here we get a new plant. Let's move it up here. Then this one can be labeled as brimlock. Okay, and be here, and this letter's done to the archive with you. Next customer. I went up the mountain today, but you know, I still have time to see you. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Let's take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Okay, thanks. A fungi for our collection. Okay, he just brought it in and left. Simone Green. Oh, she's the librarian, right? Elbor, always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling on the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again. I could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. Okay? According to Grayson Herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Here, take this. So the common trouse, despite being described as common, the trouse can in fact be quite tricky to find. However, it is known to grow in abundance on the slope of red pike. Nobody knows why. The leaves have been used for centuries as balm against astrine. Okay, so we wanna go to red pike. Hello. Our other cat is here to visit us. Yeah. You also wanna help out in the plant shop? Yeah. Yes, pet the other kitty too. Oh, there's just this cloud of hair in front of my face. Because of course she's gonna be dropping her fur everywhere. Where was I going? Exploring somewhere. Yeah, red pike. Where is this red pike? Here. Are you helping? You wanna stay here? Or you wanna sell my stuff? That's what it is. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the vale. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the view is majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I'm after. Got the plant, and we already know that the plant is going to be called a common trouse. So it's identified, and she's gonna come back to get it. Hey, who's next? Again, I've been up 2 mountains today and I still have time for you. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got some shimmerlang? Shimmerlang. The dried stem of the shimmerlang burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow warped in large rich leaves. Do I have any of that? Is this it? Okay, it has a pleasing scent. The leaves have stiff ribs. Yeah, so the flowers are inside the ribbed leaves. Doesn't say anything about turning people into toads in here though. Is this it? It's it. Yeah, it's shimmerlang. And we got the page for candlewood. Let's label this. I like how there were going to be consequences depending on what we give that guy we didn't like, but they're just giving her stuff to turn kids into toads is like that. Oh no worries, not your fault. Roof Douglas. There's a beautiful plant that I've been looking for all over, but nobody seems to have any. Something. Monk brew? I'm not sure. I do know that you shouldn't touch the leaves though. Okay. Something. Well, we do have mildew, and we know you shouldn't touch the leaves of that, right? Because that's the thing that will give you sores. So actually we may have first time where someone asks for a plant we've already identified. Is this it? Is that what you want? There you go. Oh yeah, I've already identified it before. Okay, well it is the end of day. We made it. We found all the different plants. We have lots of identified, lots of still unidentified, but I guess we don't re-identify them unless someone asked for them. Like, we could just go through the book and try to match them, but then we don't get confirmation, so might as well just wait for that. Like, there doesn't seem to be any reason to do this yet. Oh, interesting. So on top of those things turning, like changing when we do this, right? It also then fits over, or this ring fits over the squares, and that may indicate something further for the secret finding. But yes, right now, not quite clear as what exactly we're doing with this. I guess it also goes over the squares maybe here. Maybe if we go, we'll explore. Yeah, because we can use this here. Although it is larger than those squares, so it may or may not be for this, but it definitely fits very well over those squares here. We just have to figure out what that may mean for us. But I think we'll get back to it next time. Like, yes, this game is definitely interesting. Little matching on, little clues, what you're gonna do with things. And I assume the secrets will start going deeper, like what happened to the Arda, and what other things we can make decisions about and things like this. So yes, I'm excited to play this more, and let me know in the comments what you think about this one. And I will see you soon on another adventure.